time myself for an hour, and I'm going to give myself an examination of a term. So I'm going to go into funny Quizlet. Just to tap on one. I want right here. I'm going to do continue. Alright. This is going to be a drill test. This is going to be very fun. So I'm going to see what I need to work on. So I'm going to do the little test. It's been a while since I've done it. So this will be good. Alright. For intermediate to advanced clarinet players, which of the following techniques are used to tune a clarinet to itself? Okay. For intermediate to advanced clarinet players, which of the following techniques for tuning a clarinet to itself is the most appropriate technique? G4 and C5. During puberty, a child's larynx experiences all the following, except widening. Keyboard. Keyboard is generally made up of 7 nodules and 5 chromatic keys. The use of word beating is mostly closely associated to what musical style? Rock? No. Oh, Renaissance. Okay. Which texture only features one primary melodic line with choral accompaniment? Okay. One with choral, one homophonic. The Kadali approach emphasizes solfege folk songs, non-imitative polyphony. Unaccompanied, non-imitative. Musical texture with the lines are essentially different. Which chord is the 5-chorded D major A? Four Seasons. Vivaldi. For a song that often was exclusively in African American South, it might have been first performed with a banjo in the mid-19th century, but piano rides became the most common. By time, which key has a front of the same key C minor, C major? Same key C minor, E flat major. Relative. When performing the most musical accent. Conductor. Alright. When to form regions do facts come from? India. All the phones were used by Claude Debussy to create impressions. The music is set distinct cases. Figure for F and baritone below that staff is 1 and 3. So prime form is a represent PC set of for exact class beginning with 0. Underbone. This grass in the boat is adjacent. Which of the following side adjustments most likely used when intonation of B by trumpet? In the last measure of the music A step, pulling out the first line. The F sharp G flat 5 for trumpet 2. Neighbor tone figure. So neighbor tone figure is a melodic figure in 7 chord is approached by ascending. How does a subordinate harmony relate to a prolonged harmony? Subordinate is different less important chord than a prolonged. Which of the following causes musical genres in correct chronological order of their development? Multi-opera string quartet and sparkle. Baritone and dark tone. Baritone emphasizes the partials, which resonates further forward. Dark tone is a tonal balance that emphasizes the frequencies. The instrument is a rhythmic instrument even if it's made of brass. Saxophone. Which harmonic texture is best represented using except polyphonic? A piece of which functional harmony uses tone rows, has no tonal center. Which best? Serialism. Which it applies as a monodramatic composition where a single subject is continued and echoed to the piece through imitation and development. Monosyllabic. Just no equal. Oh. Which dynamic is the softest? Inicio. And playing the saxophone. What difficulties have you? Piano fifths, open intervals, and melodic melodies. Small melodies are it was named for rhymes versus syncopated rhythms. Piano is right here. Which genre is now associated with the Baroque period? Symphony. Which mode has a lower second and a lower sixth? Second and sixth. Version. Exposition. Exposition is what is the so which cadence is created by the percussion 5/6? Deceptive. Syntactic scale. Syntactic is escape tone. Escape tone is approached by step, left belly in an opposite direction. Harmonic minor scale. Harmonic minor is a minor scale that raises the medium which notation is made for the beginner, but versus no virtual for piano. Which chord would most likely resolve to E minor, E major. A high school band arranges a current popular copyrighted song for the marching band to perform during a football game. What steps, if any, must the director take to comply with the copyright law? So if there's no steps that are needed, because school performances are exempt. If but the director can attain for performance rights, the director must attain the composition in the recording. The director must attain arrangement license for all of them. What is the general range of the alto voice after D5? Which of the following musical notation applies to the illustration? Oh, Buddy Holly. Uh, Buddy Holly is which note lasts the longest? Whole note. Yours my part is which of the following characterizes the 12 tones music is most correct? It is a woodwind instrument. Clarinet. Indicate pitch tendency for following conditions: low register, soft volume, upper register, loud volume. It's a pitch tendencies. Indicate pitch tendency, low register, soft volume, upper register, loud volume. For valve instruments and used daily. How often should a valve be approached? 2 to 3 times a week. Tape loops. Loosen magnetic tape. Create repetitive rhythmic easy patterns or dense layers of sound when played on a recorder. Which is a string instrument? Viola. Which key is closer linked to E major? A. Hank Williams. American country songwriter of metric modulation. Tuesday. Samantha. A flat. Competitions for chair positions in student, band, or orchestra should be held unannounced at the director's discretion. The figure for the second space seat on baritone is 1 and 3. How many flats are in E flat major? 3. MIDI technology. Musical instrument digital interface allows communication between digital keyboards, computer, and cell phones. Does not require a digital version of the sound recording. What is the following key signature? Here, Asana or board instrument to accompany function is mostly associated with the following approaches. Suzuki, the ORF, and LCTV writing, what skill to create results operate. Detail. Festivals and sequencing in music. An orchestra that is very large, expanded with brass and percussion. Music emphasizes intensity, romantic. Horn players have a book. When practicing with drones, which of the following sounds best indicates that one is playing in tune with just intonation? Different tone. Which of the following rise and fall of contour? Fancy jazz bands related to music. Individual musicians are allowed to install solos of them, but the bands themselves are bigger than other jazz bands, and improvisation time is limited. Most of the time, bands play with written. Mezzo-soprano range is from A to F, which teaching approach emphasizes rhythm and rhythm. Douglas planning, which activity has been stand for memorizing notes, copying rhythm, listening and labeling sections, listening and labeling. You hear basso continuo, tiered dynamics, and ornamentation. This style mostly is Renaissance, Baroque, Classical Romantic, Baroque, importance of West African music. Call and what potential to basic idea with a one measure motive. Which period emphasizes emotion, naturalism, and Spanish orchestration. Romantic. It works frequently chant-like melodies. Open depths and parallel organum will most likely come from what period? Medium. Timpani. Timpani is the job deals them. With different artifacts of digital assessment, as well as classes for grade 1 general music classes. Oh, which of the following approaches for teaching notation? Which of the following characteristics of is music mostly related to devastating news. Aficionados are constantly in the world of music, which are full religions. Ethiopia, which the following is an example of a critical thinking skill. Recreating sounds is not before radio. That's a whole step is the same as two half steps. What is rerotation? What is the benefit? What tuning the armature and the tuning armature can mean a lot of things that was music for brought up. Certain patterns for organizing phrases and so effective that they are found over and over again in music literature. One such pattern is a larger structure called the notes. No period. The word strengthening, which intervals are G sharp and A flat major. Right. Okay, wait. Major six. What? So we're not gonna okay. Let's see what okay. I can't see the news in the thread. I'm just using this one. Aggressive music teacher advocate for regaining spiritual students to learn both read, treble, and bass clef because it makes it easier to interpret. So, John Hall. Oh my God. Thank you, Disney. Okay. And I think we literally had that on our listening music history class. Well, I can tell you some tale story about one. Which is on diagnosis behavior for melody not speaking correctly on a saxophone that should be looked to diagnose the problem. Which is always shape it or can include airstream category for clarinet, armature, and for airstream. So the armature should be okay, so the oral shape has to be active. The Okay, the B flat is the second, and for a saxophone is a major sixth. Alto. Which of the following musical choral ranges is appropriate for male piano voices? Last division derivations that are shorter than the beat. We call this divisions of the beat. Why should a teacher, if but what should a teacher expect for? Okay, so teacher should expect circle version within Africa. Suspension figures are a steady beat being through movement, pandit, pantheism. Oh shoot, without mute. No, with mute. This is about the suspension. Sonata is repeating. What's the sense of is out? What genres use multi-work for orchestra typically in 4 minutes? Symphony. How many 16 notes fit in a 6/8 time? 12. Confugo. With solfeggio, with syllables is a dominant soul. Catch dot. Oh, color spot. Highlight. Somebody got right. Okay, so I had about 111 right. I had 9 of them wrong. So overall, based on this, I'm 92%. I know I got some questions to work, but it's okay. Sonky dory. Fermata indicates a holding over yet longer. Soprano means yes. Andante means to indicate a slower slow. Cadenza is elaborate slow passage. Legato means yes. It's true.